It's working in Dallas. I don't like this was a fluke game. Okay, Damian Lee hit the least efficient shot in basketball. And I'm not worried about JaVale McGee or Reggie Bullock or Dorian Finney-Smith. All those guys are solid. They play their roles. Spencer Dinwiddie did a good job playing sidekick, but the real story is Christian Wood. 16 points consecutively, 8 rebounds, had a block. Christian Wood, guys, I think needs to be starting. I'm sorry, JaVale. You might have to come off the bench. Or maybe JaVale and Christian Wood go out there and they, put Bullock off the bench. Or even Dinwiddie and they go big with Bullock and Finney Smith and Luka Doncic, Christian Wood and JaVale McGee. What would be your ideal lineup? Because I see Tim Hardaway Jr., if they move Christian Wood to the starting lineup, being able to hold it down. And they still have Davis Bertans and, Jaden Hardy and Josh Green, sitting there with arms waiting. So I think this is a team that, it was a fluke game. I actually think they're better than the Suns. And Facundo Campazzo, Frank Ntilikina, and Davis Bertans will return. This game, it was more the loss of the defense that they collapsed. Okay, nobody wanted that, and that's not what you want. Okay, if you're a coach of a basketball team, my big thing is from the takeaway from this is I think we saw that this is a team that is capable going into a dogfight and pulling out ahead of an opposing team. Because if you look at this game, okay, the Mavs were up hella going into the fourth, and they crumbled in the fourth. So they have the firepower and the capability to build these big leads in front of good teams. It's just now they need to learn how not to collapse. And I think that's going to be something that they learn through the regular season. They have a good coach to teach them that. But yeah, for me, I think that's the big thing that people need to factor in is they need to learn how to be able to win without, losing, like having the defense collapse. Because I feel like even in the postseason, there was times where the defense was so, and that's partially what led to their loss to Golden State, even though Golden State being the deeper team. I also think another thing here was they almost got out rebounded, and I think they were winning this game when they were winning the rebounding battle. And for me, that was just something that as soon as they started losing the rebounding battle, it started to go downhill. And obviously that's never what you want, okay? But obviously it wasn't ideal for them. So that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this situation. If you're the Mavs, what is your big area of focus you want to work on? If you're Jason Kidd, that you think this team needs to improve on if they're trying to win a championship this year. I do want to hear your thoughts on that. But yeah, that's basically it for me today, guys. Let me hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm excited to see, when the team's fully healthy, Maxi Kleber, Davis Bertans, Josh Green, Facundo Campazzo, because, they don't have a backup point guard as of right now, because Frank Ntilikina and, I know McKinley right the fourth's there, but with Frank Ntilikina and Facundo Campazzo out, you had to play Luka Doncic basically the whole game, and the only other guy that was really ball handling was Spencer Dinwiddie, and then besides that, it was kind of like Josh Green and Tim Hardaway Jr. Wasn't pretty, but I think they'll figure it out and it'll be all right. Let me hear your thoughts down below, guys.